Apparently, sentiments are in the gutter for XRP, but I believe it's the same for crypto across the board. Even though you have stories like this, apparently the world's largest IQ holder of Bitcoin, this guy here apparently is adding Bitcoin every day. And there's an article of him explaining this. Now, of course, his IQ is self declared. So I don't know if there's any actual proof of it, but it's supposedly the smartest person in the world that holds Bitcoin. And well, if you're holding Bitcoin, you're smart already anyway. If you're holding XRP, now you're smart. So I wonder if you hold XRP, but no evidence of such. Anyway, that's just beside the point. The sentiments aren't that great, unfortunately, across the board. As you can see, we're reversed slightly back into the border with extreme fear. So people have become fearful all over again, which kind of just explains how easy it is to manipulate human beings and their emotions. We were on our way to medium and even greed just a couple of days ago. And then that sentiment has reversed completely. Mind you, this is despite the fact that we're still over $3 trillion in market cap in crypto. The last time that we saw neutral, we were actually below 3 trillion. So it all depends on uncertainty and how people are feeling, and not necessarily on the facts or fundamentals. So it doesn't matter that everybody in the world is buying Bitcoin. Apparently the smartest person alive has got Bitcoin. Apparently, you know, companies and governments and states are all buying Bitcoin. Inflows are flowing in crazy into Bitcoin with ETFs, etc. And the same with XRP, by the way. But sentiments are low nonetheless. Okay, the price of XRP is just chugging along. Let's get the 24-hour chart. You can see it's sort of a sad, boring sort of sideways slide as people wonder when are we going to go over $3. Meanwhile, people who know, who are more patient, are just doing the same thing every day, just like that smart Bitcoin genius. I just dollar cost average on my XRP. So today was another buying day for me, not financial advice, do your own research as we chug along sideways. And several analysts, by the way, are predicting that we're about to pump. So there's no sort of lack of that. It's just like the macro FUD of, you know, what's going to happen to MicroStrategy. Are they going to need to sell all that Bitcoin to pay dividends to their shareholders? You know, Michael Saylor's getting a bad rep. You've got FUD all over the place. People talking about, oh, you know, it's over, it's bear market. But, you know, the 4-year cycle is still present in so many people's minds, and they're expecting the bear market. I still think we're going to get a bear market. I just don't necessarily think it's going to be in the 4-year cycle that we're used to. So talking about XRP sentiments, apparently it's hit lows since October. Okay, so the headline sounds weird. If you read it out, it doesn't actually say what it means to say. XRP sentiment hits October lows. Rally may follow. Okay, so basically the gist of this article is that XRP sentiments has plunged to its lowest levels since October, entering the fear zone. So this isn't the general fear greed index across the board. This is the XRP specific one, even though the general one also is in fear, almost extreme fear. But intelligence platform sentiment suggests that this could precede a price rally. Social data shows the token facing intense fear, uncertainty, and doubt. So much FUD. And I've noticed that also in the comment section of some of my videos, when I can get to the comments through the bots and all the scam comments that are in the comment section, please YouTube, do something about it so I can engage with my viewers. Right now, I just find it really difficult to find the genuine messages. Usually they're the short ones, you know, but some of, you know, these bot comments have got so good that they even start sounding like they're real, and then, you know, eventually shows something stupid. The platform indicated an opportunity may be emerging, similar to 2 weeks ago. XRP dropped 4.6% over 24 hours and below $2.10, making it the worst performer amongst the top 10 cryptocurrencies by market value. The token sits 42% below its July 2025 all-time high. By the way, even though it did that and it was the worst performing, It also got the least amount of liquidations in the top 10 tokens. So let that sink in. So yes, the price dropped, obviously responding to the market dropping generally, but not liquidating people, as the price stabilization was probably due to inflows into ETFs. And ETFs don't actually sell the actual XRPs, even if there are outflows from the ETF, okay? Usually they hold on to the XRP because you basically sell the ETF, which is a share, to somebody else who's willing to buy it. And basically, to end the article, they're saying that this is looking like we're about to pump, because this is what happened last time that people felt this bad about XRP. Now, talking about XRP, much good news going on all over the place. There's one bit of warning, but this is not on the retail level or for investors or anything. This is something for, you know, the, ooh, look at that sunshine coming through the window. This is for the technical people, the validators, the developers, okay? They were warned to upgrade to the latest version or face amendment block. So basically they want everybody to basically be in line with the latest edition. So, you know, they catch up with all the compliance updates and fix any of the, you know, bugs in the background that haven't affected the functioning of XRP, by the way. But, you know, they identify the bugs and they fix them. So if it's been fixed, then you should fix the bug. In the same way, you know, we users of computers are urged to run updates that fix little pieces of errors and stuff in our software so that we don't become susceptible to hacks and stuff. Man, I'm glowing. So the key improvements in the Ripple version is outlined here, but I think that's extremely boring for any of you listening, unless you guys are actual developers or validators. Talking about security and safety and ensuring Bitcoin and XRP and crypto, etc. The conference that I attended, I spoke to an interesting team from Blockade. And basically, these guys are the ones, or one of the ones, that are securing crypto internet for us, right? So if you've been around long enough in this whole crypto thing, you will remember those days where, you know, when you're doing DeFi, or a big problem with self-hosting your own crypto is just the scams and the fake contracts and the problematic hacked websites and stuff. I don't know if you've noticed, but a lot of that has improved lately. It's partly due to this company Blockade that I've been working with, both centralized and decentralized setups, to provide security. They basically get between you and the blockchain to simulate and verify. None of it is done in an invasive way. Obviously, you don't even notice. You might notice that transactions might take half a millisecond longer, but this is within the normal delays anyway that you might get depending on what blockchain and time of the day. You know, they work with MetaMask, Coinbase, Stellar. It was interesting chatting to the team. We spoke about different things like quantum and stuff. It was quite interesting. I'll probably throw in a bit of a clip of it here. I'm here with Blockade Online on-chain security. And we're talking about end-to-end crypto wallet security to deal with things like securing your wallet from social engineering, fraudulent activities,
threat detection and prevention.
Threat detection and prevention, problematic contracts. They get in the middle of all of that and provide you with the security you need for scam-free crypto experience.
Before your assets are compromised.
What's that again?
Before your assets are compromised.
So they get in between you and the scammer and they keep you safe. So check them out at
blockade.co.co.
Yeah, quite interesting team. Shout out to the team. Obviously, this isn't sponsored or anything. Just I thought they are worthy of mention. One of the best people that I spoke to during the conference. So yeah, a lot of work going on, guys. No need to be depressed about the price of crypto, especially definitely not the price of XRP. If you just open your eyes, read the news, follow Brad Garlinghouse on X, man, if you really want to feel good about XRP and Ripple and what's happening around the world. Shout out to Japan. What's happening in Japan, of course, is affecting the market generally. But, you know, XRP is going to be one of the winners of this whole debacle when the chips fall where they may. Not financial advice. I hope you're having a nice day. I'll see you in the next one. Take care of yourself. Peace out.